We have some valuable coins for you, so don't spend one of them. So watch our complete video and find your treasure. This coin could make you rich overnight. Top 1, we're focusing on an American treasure that has caught the attention of collectors worldwide, the 1964 United States 5-cent coin, also known as the Jefferson nickel. This seemingly ordinary coin might just be hiding extraordinary value, so stay tuned as we unravel its history, design, rarity, and, most importantly, its staggering worth. Stick around until the end because you'll want to know just how much this coin can fetch today. Let's take a journey back to 1964, a time of transformation in the United States. The country was experiencing significant social and political change, and the economy was booming post-World War II. In the midst of this vibrant era, the United States Mint produced millions of 5-cent coins featuring the iconic design we've all come to recognize. But what makes the 1964 Jefferson nickel stand out among the rest? It's not just its age but its unique characteristics and the stories they tell. Let's first take a closer look at the design of this coin. On the front, or obverse side, you'll find the profile of Thomas Jefferson, one of America's founding fathers and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. Jefferson's image has graced the nickel since 1938, and his steady gaze on this coin symbolizes strength and wisdom. Beneath his portrait, the words "In God We Trust" and "Liberty" are prominently displayed, reminding us of the core values on which the United States was built. On the reverse side of the coin is an intricate depiction of Monticello, Jefferson's famous Virginia estate. This historic home is a symbol of his architectural genius and intellectual pursuits. The design is so detailed that you can see the dome and windows of Monticello, capturing the essence of Jefferson's legacy. Surrounding this iconic structure are the inscriptions "United States of America, e pluribus unum," and the coin's denomination, 5 cents. While the 1964 5-cent coin was minted in large quantities, making it common in circulation, certain features make some examples highly desirable to collectors. One of these factors is the coin's condition. Coins that have been carefully preserved over the decades and show minimal signs of wear are far more valuable than those that have been heavily circulated. For collectors, finding a 1964 nickel in pristine, uncirculated condition is like uncovering a piece of history frozen in time, but condition isn't the only thing that can elevate the value of this coin. Some 1964 nickels are unique due to minting errors or variations. For instance, a coin might have a slight misstrike, doubling of the lettering, or inconsistencies in the metal composition. These errors make each coin one of a kind, adding an extra layer of intrigue for collectors. If you're lucky enough to have a 1964 nickel with such rare features, its value could increase dramatically. So, why does the 1964 5-cent coin have such appeal? It's not just about rarity or errors, it's also about the nostalgia and history it represents. For many, this coin is a tangible connection to the past, a reminder of a time when life was simpler and the world was changing in profound ways. Collectors and history enthusiasts alike are drawn to the stories these coins tell and the memories they evoke. Now, let's get to the most exciting part, the value of this coin. If you happen to have a 1964 5-cent coin in exceptional, uncirculated condition, or one with a rare minting error, it could be worth an astonishing $43,000. That's right, $43,000 for a single nickel. So, dig through your old coin collections or check your pocket change, you might just be holding onto a hidden fortune. Top 2, where we dive into the world of rare coins, hidden treasures, and unexpected fortunes. Today, we're uncovering the story behind a humble coin you might not think twice about, the United States of America 1988 5-cent coin. What if I told you this simple nickel could be worth an astonishing amount of money today? Stay with us as we explore its history, design, and the factors that make it so valuable. And don't miss the big reveal at the end, where we'll share just how much this seemingly ordinary coin could be worth. The 1988 5-cent coin is part of the Jefferson Nickels series, a staple of American coinage since its introduction in 1938. By 1988, this coin had been in circulation for 50 years, making it a familiar item in pockets and cash registers across the nation. But what sets this coin apart from its peers is its place in the history of American minting and its potential value to collectors. The P Mint mark signifies that this nickel was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Philadelphia is the oldest U.S. mint, with a rich tradition of producing coins that symbolize the country's heritage and values. While billions of nickels were minted that year, very few have retained their original condition, and even fewer have the unique traits that make them desirable to collectors. Coins like this remind us that even the most common objects can hold extraordinary value if they carry a bit of history and a dash of rarity. Let's talk about the design of this coin. The obverse, or front side, features a profile of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. Jefferson's image has graced the nickel since the series began, but what makes it special in 1988 is the refined detailing of his likeness. From the texture of his hair to the crispness of the lettering, the craftsmanship of this design reflects the pride and skill of the mint. On the reverse side, you'll find the iconic depiction of Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate. Designed by Felix Schlag, this elegant image has become one of the most recognizable symbols in American numismatics. In 1988, subtle changes in minting technology allowed for sharper details, making this coin even more visually striking when preserved in mint condition. Each line and curve tells a story of dedication to artistic excellence. What makes the 1988 P nickel especially fascinating is its potential rarity. While millions of these coins were produced, many have been lost, heavily circulated, or damaged over time. Pristine examples, known as uncirculated coins, are incredibly hard to find. Collectors pay top dollar for these coins, especially if they exhibit unique traits like minting errors. Errors could include doubled dies, off-center strikes, or misaligned details, which transform ordinary coins into one-of-a-kind treasures for collectors. The hunt for error coins is a thrilling adventure. Imagine discovering a 1988 P nickel with a rare doubling on Jefferson's portrait or an unusual flaw in Monticello's depiction. These small imperfections make the coin stand out and can significantly increase its value. If you've got a 1988 P nickel, it's worth taking a closer look to see if it might be one of these rare gems. So, how do you know if your coin is valuable? The key is its condition. Coins that have been carefully stored in protective cases or discovered in mint rolls are more likely to fetch high prices. Look for sharp details, a glossy finish, and no signs of wear or damage. If you're unsure, a professional coin grader can evaluate your nickel and assign it a grade, giving you a better idea of its worth now, the moment you've been waiting for. If you're lucky enough to own a 1988 P 5-cent coin in flawless, uncirculated condition, or better yet, one with a rare error, it could be worth $40,000. That's right, $40,000 for a single nickel. This humble 5-cent coin is a reminder that value is everywhere, often hiding in plain sight. So, dig through your change jars, search those old collections, and take a second look at the nickels you've been saving. You might just uncover a fortune where you least expect it. Top 3, we're diving into a coin that many might overlook in their pocket change, but it could be worth an absolute fortune. We're talking about the United States of America 5-cent coin minted in the year 2000 at the Philadelphia Mint, commonly known as the 2000 P nickel. By the end of this video, you'll learn what makes this coin so special, why it's worth collecting, and just how much it could fetch if you're lucky enough to have one in pristine condition. Spoiler alert, the amount might just leave you speechless. Let's take a moment to travel back to the year 2000. The new millennium was a time of excitement and change, and the United States Mint was busily producing millions of coins to meet the needs of a growing economy. Among these was the humble nickel, a staple of everyday transactions. While the 2000 P nickel might seem like an ordinary coin at first glance, some of them hold secrets that make them extraordinary in the eyes of collectors. The obverse side of the coin features a classic design that has been beloved for decades, the profile of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. Designed by Felix Schlag, this iconic image has been a part of American coinage since 1938, symbolizing democracy, independence, and the values of a young nation. On the reverse, you'll find a depiction of Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia plantation home. The elegant and detailed design captures the grandeur of this historic estate, a symbol of Jefferson's legacy and his contributions to American history. But what makes this coin more than just another nickel in your change jar? The key lies in rarity and condition. The 2000 P nickel was minted in large quantities, but very few of these coins have survived the test of time in near-perfect condition. Coins that have been circulated typically show signs of wear and tear, such as scratches, faded details, or discoloration. However, those that were carefully preserved or never entered circulation are a completely different story. Collectors prize coins that are in mint-state condition, free from damage, with sharp, crisp details and an unblemished finish. Another factor that makes the 2000 P nickel so intriguing is the possibility of unique minting errors. Every now and then, a coin leaves the mint with slight imperfections, such as double strikes, off-center designs, or die cracks. These errors, though unintentional, create one-of-a-kind pieces that collectors are willing to pay a premium for. If you come across a 2000p nickel with an error, you could be holding something truly special. So, how can you tell if your 2000p nickel is one of these valuable treasures? Start by examining the coin closely under good lighting. Look for any unusual details, such as misaligned designs or extra markings that seem out of place. Next, check the overall condition of the coin. If it appears uncirculated or close to mint state, you might want to have it professionally graded. Coin grading services can provide an official assessment of a coin's condition and rarity, which is crucial for determining its value. Now, let's get to the exciting part, the value. A 2000p nickel in perfect, uncirculated condition, especially one with a rare minting error, can command incredible prices on the collector's market. It's not uncommon for such coins to be sold at auctions or through private sales for jaw-dropping amounts. And if you're lucky enough to have the right coin in your collection, it could be worth $36,000. That's right, $36,000 for a 5-cent piece. Imagine the surprise of finding this hidden fortune in a coin jar or an old drawer. It's a powerful reminder that sometimes, the smallest treasures can hold the greatest value. So, what are you waiting for? Take a closer look at your nickels, and who knows, you might uncover a hidden gem worth more than you ever imagined. Top 4. We have something truly extraordinary to talk about: the United States of America 5-cent coin from the year 2001, also known as the Jefferson nickel. You might be thinking, it's just a regular nickel, but let me tell you, this little coin could be worth far more than you think. Stick with me until the end, and we'll reveal how much this coin could actually be worth today. Now, let's take a trip back in time and understand the significance of the 2001 5-cent coin. The Jefferson nickel, a part of the United States currency system since 1938, has undergone various design changes over the years. However, the 2001 version is particularly intriguing, as it was minted during a period when the US was in the middle of a shift towards modernizing its coinage. These nickels were released with a standard design featuring Thomas Jefferson's portrait on the obverse and his home, Monticello, on the reverse. But, as with many coins, certain versions of this particular year hold secrets that make them stand out from the rest. To truly understand the value of the 2001 Jefferson nickel, we need to focus on something that many collectors are constantly on the lookout for: minting errors. You see, despite the 2001 nickel being a commonly circulated coin, some of these coins were minted with very specific and rare defects that make them incredibly valuable. One of the most notable varieties is the D/D mint mark error, which occurs when a mint mark is struck over another, creating a doubled impression of the letter D. The 2001 D/D mint mark error is extremely rare and highly sought after by coin collectors. It is a result of an error during the minting process, where the die used to stamp the mint mark was not properly aligned, leading to a misstruck coin. These coins are often difficult to spot, as the doubling is subtle but noticeable when examined under magnification. This minting error is so rare that it's considered a treasure for collectors and can significantly increase the value of the coin, but it's not just the minting error that makes the 2001 D nickel special. The overall condition of the coin plays a massive role in determining its worth. A coin that has been kept in excellent condition, free from scratches, dents, or discoloration, is far more valuable than one that has seen a lot of wear and tear. As with any collectible, rarity and condition are key factors that drive up demand and price. The 2001 D Jefferson nickel is a perfect example of a coin that may seem common at first glance, but when you examine it closely, it becomes clear that there's more to it than meets the eye. The combination of the error, the right condition, and the rarity of these coins makes them an incredibly valuable find for any collector. For those of you who may be wondering how to tell if you have one of these rare, valuable coins, here's a tip. You'll want to carefully examine the mint mark on the reverse side of the coin. The mint mark is located just below the word Monticello and is usually a single letter D. If you see a double D, that's your clue that you might have a coin that's worth far more than face value. Now, I know you're all eager to know just how much a 2001 D Jefferson nickel could be worth if you happen to have one of these rare specimens. Well, here's the exciting part. A 2001 D nickel with the D/D mint mark error, in pristine, uncirculated condition, can fetch up to $33,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $33,000 for a single 5-cent coin. Isn't that incredible? Something as simple as a 5-cent coin, when found in the right condition with a minting error, can be worth an unbelievable amount. So, before you toss those nickels into your spare change jar, it might be worth